Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and what I got for you today is a review of the X25SWF. Now, what is this quadcopter? What's so special about this quadcopter? Well, if you look at it here, it actually does have a gimbal that can be pointed up or down. However, it is not a gyro-stabilized gimbal. It just moves up or down. Looking at it, it appears to be, very similar to the old DJI and the Syma X5 or X5SW, that kind of a shape on it, the original camera quadcopters, toy and professional grade. But one thing about it, I did notice right out of the bat is the way this is attached, it does jiggle around a bit, so I got a feeling we're going to probably see some jello issues here, but we'll find out here shortly when we fly it. What's so special about the camera? The camera is 720p. It transmits 720p video directly to your phone via Wi-Fi. On the back of it, there is a slot that looks like they were intending to develop a SD card version, but there is no SD card receiver in there, so do not insert an SD card in there or you will lose it. The power for this is just simply a Syma X5C battery in there, a 650 milliamp hour white Losi connector type generic X5C battery in there, and an on-off switch here, and you have a USB port here. Now this USB port is how you charge that Syma X5C battery. You leave it connected in there and plug in a USB cable in there and plug it into your computer or a wall charger port, and it will charge the battery while it's in the quadcopter. Let's go over the controller. This is the controller for it. The control buttons are all labeled very well. This is your rate button. This is a photo and video button, but this is for the, there is a camera version supposedly that does not have Wi-Fi, and I'm not sure it has 720p video either, but this is not that version, so this button is inoperative. The video is started and stopped and recorded via the Ufo app. And I'll show you that app here shortly. That's the only way you're going to record, is recording to your phone. There is automatic takeoff button right here, and a flip button right here for flips. And this raises your camera angle and lowers your camera angle, so up and down on the camera angle. And you can have left trim and right trim for yaw. And this button here, although it's not labeled, is emergency stop. And forward and back, right and left trim here. And this button here, it does have headless mode, and one key return, which you activate by pressing this button here, either a short press for one key return and a long press for headless mode. So that's about it. Let's start it up, and I'll show you the app here shortly, and we'll see how it flies. Okay, this is the Ufo app. Now, if you look at the Ufo app, you'll say to yourself, hey, I've seen that app before. That's Wi-Fi UFO. And indeed, it probably is. It's another version that was modified and tweaked for this particular drone. But one thing about this, see the gear icon in the lower left? Press that and make sure that Preview 720p is selected. Otherwise, you will be recording in low resolution VGA. So make sure, again, Preview 720p is selected to get HD video. And then we hit the play button and we double check that we do have Wi-Fi FPV reception. And we do, and we're going to hit record, and I am going to press this takeoff button, see if that just starts the motors. So that tells me no. We got to start the motors probably by putting the sticks down and inboard, or down and out. Hold on. Down and out seems to start it, and then we press that automatic takeoff. And I need trim to the left a bit, and trim forward a bit. That's what the trim buttons do, folks. It enables us to do this. And we have nice stable hover. A little bit more forward. And a little bit to the right. Okay, let's go up a bit higher. Go forward. And let's go get a video of the area first. Let's show this camera off. Going up high, high, high. Right about there. And the wind seems to be blowing it that way, so we'll go this direction here. And then rotate about the area. Showing you the camera. And I'm looking at the screen. It does seem to be vibrating a bit, unfortunately, as predicted. Okay. I don't want to hit those lights, so I'm going to come over this way. Push forward, and we're going to try that gimbal out. We'll put it right overhead and press down, 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 down. And can I see me? Can you see the real me? It should be showing up. I'm in the sunlight. I'm having a hard time seeing whether it's seeing me. Oh, there I am. I saw me that time. So camera seems to be zoomed in quite a bit. Okay, raising that camera back up. Okay, it beeps when it's level. You can actually angle it upward too, though. Although I don't know why you'd want to do that. But angling it back down, and that seems to be center position right there. Okay, from way up there, let us try takeoff or landing from way up there. Pressing the land button. See it doing landing from way up there. Coming back down, coming back down. This is its automatic landing. And I'm going to level it off a bit so it don't tip. Will it tip over? Oh, thank goodness it didn't. Let's try that emergency stop. Let's do that again. Automatic takeoff. One thing I want to try here. Let me turn off that video for a second here. We don't need video recording right now at the moment. Starting the motors. Automatic takeoff. The way that bounced, I would recommend when you land, press that emergency stop. So let's try that automatic landing again, and emergency stop. So that'll save you some tip overs there. You don't want to tip over with a quadcopter because, well, especially an altitude hold quadcopter, in that you can burn out the motors if they hit the ground and try to continue running. Okay, one thing I haven't tried yet, and this is very important. Let's start those motors up again and go take to the air and turn off the transmitter. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, and it shuts itself down. And its motor seemed to stop right away as soon as it hit the ground, so that's a bonus too. So, do we still got control? We got control again. Okay, this time, let's try out its maneuverability and its flips. I'm going to high rate. Going right to third rate and manual takeoff. Let's see how it flies. Is it a respectable flyer? Well, yeah, not too bad. Where's that flip button? Hold on, I'll try that flip button. Well, the flip button doesn't seem to want to work right now. Is that a flip button indeed or what? It says flip button. I'm pressing it, quick press, long press and holding it, and it's not flipping. So the flip doesn't seem to be working with this particular model. But let's bring it in close again. Not a bad looking little quadcopter. Not bad looking at all. Not bad flying either. Well, since we know it won't fly away on us, let's turn the camera back on again. Camera is recording. Let's see if how far down the field we can get before we lose it. I'm going to stay low to the ground though, and also I'm going to point the camera upward since we're going forward. That's why you'd want to point it upward, so you can still see the horizon. Well, I am at about 60, 70 meters away. And there we go. That seems to be its range, right about there. It came down and landed, so its range is about 60, 70 meters. I still have perception too on the FPV, which is pretty cool. So that's reasonable for a Wi-Fi FPV flyer, really it is. 70 meters. That's about the same range as a Syma X5C without Wi-Fi. So let's go over and get it, folks, and take off again. Well, unfortunately, I kept those motors. I did not hit emergency stop, and those motors were still trying to run there. It was tilted on its side. I hope I did not damage those motors. It was going at low power, so I don't think I did, but we'll find out here shortly. So starting the recording one more time and trying to start the motors. Thank goodness they seem to start. Taken back to the air. So I did not damage him. How's our battery power holding up? Let's take it overhead. We do not have blinking lights yet. So the battery power is still going. Okay, I am going to angle that camera up higher and fly high speed. Whoa, not into the ground. Angle it up higher. It's a good flyer. It really is. I am going full rate. So yeah, that's the reason why you'd want to angle that camera up, because if you want to fly high speed flying, like so, you can still get video and still get FPV reception. This ain't a bad little quadcopter, it really is not. Although, I got a feeling, again, its video is probably... Oh, there goes the ravens. I ain't going after them. I got a feeling its video is probably somewhat jello-y. Oh, there we go. We are probably out of battery power right there. Let me stop that video. And one of its legs came off, and its leg came off because I did not screw them in, folks. I just put them in. They come with screws to hold their legs. So I think the legs will plop back into place. But I think we're out of battery power. And looking at the quadcopter, yeah, its lights are blinking. So you're going to need to keep an eye on, let me show you that. You're going to need to keep an eye on the battery, the LVC warning. Check it every once in a while. I did not do that, and I was flying this high speed, unfortunately. And that's what happens if you ignore LVC warning. This one does not land gracefully. It just stops. So, and let's see. Yeah, they plop back in place. And it's still in one piece, folks. Do I still have control over it? Let me see here. Angle down. Yeah. Its camera's still working, so there we go. Let me show you that real quick. I didn't show you that. Hold it like so. Let's see if I can hold it level. Camera up. See? Can go up real high. And camera down. Points that far down. So again, X25SWF, not a bad little flyer at all. Very nice flyer. Camera though, I don't know how well the camera did. We'll find out here in post-production. But a nice flyer. And unfortunately, make sure you keep an eye on the LVC because it will drop from the sky. So, Quadcopter 101. Hope you enjoyed the flight. Quadcopter 101, signing out.